stream. How you doing this evening? Man, oh man. Happy Thursday to you. It is July 19th, 2018. We're in Memphis and we're going to go to Atlanta. As you can see, it's storming its ass off here. And we're going to fly the Fly Sim 727 again. Had a nice flight with it today. I did that for YouTube. And actually, I'm waiting for that. Wow, that was a lot of lightning right there. I'm waiting for that thing to finish processing. It took forever to make that video today, but we got it done regardless. But welcome everybody. Hey Robert, what's up, man? Aviator 141. It'll most likely be a DHL 727. You are absolutely correct. You can tell by it getting lit up there by the lightning. Order for Tearsman. Jeremy, thank you for 13 months in a row. That's what it is. Thank you very much, man. Okay, well let's get started. We have a lot to do. I haven't done anything with the sim brief yet, so dispatch system for you, create a new flight. Let me get the airplane up and running first. Let's do that. Shall we? Hop up into the cockpit here. And you see it's getting lit up by some lightning. Let's go ahead and go to view, and we're going to turn our aviation flashlight on. We're going to do an actual cargo night flight here in this thing. How about that? Get to see all the nice, pretty lighting. See that right there? Isn't that something? That is pretty damn special. Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. Looks really nice. And the overhead right there as well. Let's go ahead and hop over here into the engineers panel. And we can't see a damn thing, so we'll turn our aviation flashlight on here for the APU. And we're going to start that APU up. Come on. Hold it down here. It is slowly but surely starting to fire up here. We can hear it. The red light special, absolutely. I have the face cam off because since it's nighttime, flying with the ring light on in here is just, it blinds me the whole time. So we're just going to enjoy a night flight that most cargo pilots would have to deal with anyway. So there's nothing wrong with that. Aviation flashlight off there. Look at how the ambiance of this cockpit, isn't that something special? Yes, it is. It's all going to come to life here in a minute. We're just waiting for all of that. Andreel, what's up, man? How you doing? Get some AC going in this airplane. We're working on it. We are. Let's look at the exhaust. There it went. Just dropped right there. And once it stabilizes like that, we can flip these switches on. So let's do that. Turn that guy off. There
Memphis
we go.
INTL Information Hotel.
And she's lit up like a Christmas tree.
200 Zulu weather. Wind 240 at 5.
Look at that.
Visibility more than 10.
We'll turn that off real fast. Don't need to listen to him. We have all of our circuit breaker lights here. We've got panel background lighting. We can turn all this stuff on for right now. We'll change it as we see fit. We don't need the red light, the table light. That looks good right there. As far as the lighting in here goes, we can adjust it as we see fit. We got all these lights to turn up. There's that forward panel light there. That's the compass light there, and we got the overhead stuff. I'll turn all these lights on while we get ready here. Turn you up. There's the red light. If we wanted that, we'll keep it off for now. The dome light. Okay, so it looks like it's coming together now. Nav lights are on, and logo light if we have it working. We'll see if it is. All right, check this thing out at night. Isn't that something? Open these guys up. Let's get some AC going on here. As you know, it's warm. There we go. Doors are open. We can hear it doing what it should be. And outside, have a look at this. Yeah, the logo light is working. Check that out. Very cool. And look at the little panel inside there all lit up. That is so cool. We need to turn on all the lights on. I'm trying to find the lighting. Bright, the white lights. All the lighting we want. This one here. Dome red, dome white. There it is. One the dome white light on. Is that the one we want? Let me see up in there. Yep, that's the one. That's the one you would see them using. Very cool. Well, now we have some lighting on here. We can see what's actually happening. We can get the airplane ready to go for our flight this evening. Arbells 5, thank you for 7 months in a row. I'm going to check and make sure I didn't miss anybody else. It is very dark. You better believe it. That one got Fly Guy said, hope you have had a good day. Be careful flying through these storms. I had a tornado go through my town in Iowa and destroy an entire town. Oh, man. That is terrible to hear. Very, very bad. All right. Well, we do have a weather radar, and we will be using it this evening. You know what? This simulator is in full screen mode, and we're going to get these terrible, like, tearing effects. So I'm going to change it to a windowed sim for you guys. There you go. That way it'll be a lot more smooth. That's a lot better. That's much better. Okay, sweet. All right, I'm going to go to sim brief. I'm going to put in our stuff here. DHL will be flight, let's do 542 or something like that. We'll do Memphis to Atlanta. That'll work. Airframe's a Boeing 727-200. And then I'm going to have the passengers set to 0. And cargo will be set to auto, so we get an actual loadout here. They have us doing the BB King 5, Kermie, Huck, Kensaw, Russa, Glavin 1 arrival. That's exactly what I was checking what Delta was doing earlier, and that's what they were doing, so that's good to know. Departing 18 center and arriving 9er left. Okay, everybody looks good. 18 center will be an easy departure. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and generate that OFP. Keep this open so I can see what you guys are saying. Good old borderless windowed mode. Well, actually it's windowed, but you won't see it that way anyway. We'll definitely be giving FlyJ Sim a sail when this is released. Corn Addict, very cool. All right, we have the information we need. And what are they giving us tonight? Cargo 31,500 pounds. And that's gonna be 29.8 on fuel. Let's go ahead and get this thing situated here. We've got our max landing weight like crazy here. Let's put some. Let's take all this stuff out. Oop. There's got to be a way to easily load this plane a lot easier. Oop. Nope. You go bye. Boom. Take all this out. Well, actually, we'll have pilot bags in the front. We'll have a flyway kit in the rear. Okay, that looks good. Cargo 31.5. So right now we have 7,000 pounds so far. We're gonna fill these guys all the way up. No position in the door. We don't mean an asshole. We're gonna go like this, and we'll go one here. And then you need to skip because the center of gravity on this thing is a little interesting sometimes. And usually you put all your weight right here in the back positions will be fine. That's 24. We want 31.5, so it's a lot of weight. 31.2. 31.9. Well, we're just gonna have to go at 31.2. I'm fine with that. Okay, fuel's 29.8, so 29.8. 29.9 right there. So we have our limits. It's showing us out of the center of gravity is 6.8. Might have to change something here. Might have to, yeah, we might have to take a position out of 2 and move it back here. Let's do that instead. See where that sits. There we go. Now we're in the blue. And we're at 30.4. A little bit more than that. 31.2. There it is right there. And we're good to go. We got 12.8 right there. That'll work just fine. Okay, so weight and balance is done on the airplane. We have that information. Now we can do the route, whatever you want to call it. All right. How's everybody doing? Welcome if you're just joining. Let's go to our flight plan. Memphis. Yeah, we know nav date, on date, whatever. I can't get this thing to update for the life of me. I even tried again today and it still would not do it. We're going down to Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be a 55-minute flight, pretty quick. So hopefully this won't take too long. DHL 542. And execute. Let's go to our departure. Departure out of Memphis is the BB King 5 departure. We do the runway first. So it's going to be 18 center. BB King 4. Kermie transition. That is the one. Execute it. Arrival in Atlanta is going to be the Glavin 1. Okay, so we want the Glavin 1 here. Doesn't look like they have it. That's a new one, it looks like. And they don't have it. Okay, well, guess we won't be doing that. Okay. Well, let me do an air nav for Atlanta here. There's got to be a different one we can use. There's always a different one we can use. This one is no different. What's the Chipper 1 got? Chipper 1 is showing. Put this clockwise. Landing. Jackson. There's Russa right there. So we can definitely do that one. Yeah, I think that's our best bet, honestly. I don't see the airport, though, on this chart. But there's Russa, and that's what we want. So I think we're going to do the Chipper arrival, honestly. It seems to be the best bet for us tonight. If we have it. It doesn't even look like we have it. Never mind. Jeez, they changed all of their arrivals into Atlanta, didn't they? Son of a bitch. This is off by 1 month, and it's that bad. I gotta still try to find an arrival into Atlanta. I'm sorry, this is taking so long, guys. Let's just try to use the ones that they have in here, because they don't have. They removed the Choppy 1 to Chipper 1 now. I wonder if that's the same one. Let's look. No, it's not. Cancel that. Glavin 1, Hobbit 2. I don't see any of these. We've got Jedi 2. Shit. Winds 4. The Winds 4's got nothing there. Wow. This has all been changed. I really don't know what our route's going to be now. Our routine. Is there a Hank 1? I can... Oh, I think you're just being facetious. I'm really trying to find out what the route's going to be. Let's see. Alexander, I'm doing, it's in the title right there. I'm doing Memphis to Atlanta. So I've already got my departure set here. It's just Atlanta has changed all of their arrivals in the last month. And I can't get this I can't get the X-Plane database to update the newest Navigraph. So we're stuck on the old stuff. Well, the problem is, good luck trying to find what the old stuff is. Let's try Drum King. That doesn't seem right. I'm just kind of going through these until we can find one that looks piggy. That sounds... See, we want Russa or Kinsaw, one of the two, with the transition, and I don't see any of that happening. Peachy. Nope. Rags. So what we're doing is we're trying to find the one that it used to be called. RMG. That's a Nashville transition. That could be done. That's way out of the way, though. So we do not want... Oh, Memphis. That might be something there. On the RMG 5. Synax 6. All VORs. Smooth 1. Yeah, nothing there. We already checked that one too. Style 1, Ezra King. Nope. Viper. They changed all this crap, man. Nothing. I think we're just going to have to do it the Memphis one. Boy, that makes no sense to me. But yeah, it's going to have to be RMG 5 with the Memphis transition for the ILS 9 left approach. AK or Ryan, one of the two. Let's go with the AK. I don't really know. We'll find out, won't we? Execute that guy. Let's look at our legs page. So 1/8 center, intercept, 2 ribs, RNAV ribs. So then Henner, then we go Wallace, Leo, BB King, Kermie, and then it goes to Devac. We'll just fly direct to Devac from there. That'll have to work. We don't have a lot of options. Boeing Man 2425, thank you for that subscription, man. We're kind of here in the dark. There's the vectors. We do not want vectors. We're gonna go from Dallas direct. We don't want to go to ATL, so that's 135, and then it goes to 09 or 1. It's the AK. So we might actually go 12 and 28 to ATL. I guess I'm gonna do that. I think we'll just go AKA right after to him. If we don't like what we get on our way in, we'll take it as we need to. It's gonna be 6,000 at or above at AK, and then wow, okay, that will have to do. Yes, it will. Okay, I think that is set, honestly. Memphis, Devac, Calco, RMG, Erlin, Dallas, ATL. Yeah, Alex, I'm doing the RMG, so it's gonna work out, I think. Just like that. I'm not worried about it anymore. Okay. That has been set. I do appreciate the help. Let's get our weather again.
Memphis INTL information, India. 200 Zulu weather. Wind 240 at 5. Visibility more than 10. Rain. Sky conditions 4,000 few, 18,000 scattered, 30,000 broken, temperature 30, dew point 24. Altimeter 2984. Arriving runway 27, departing runway 27. Advise on initial contact.
27 now, India. We changed it up. Of course they did. So now we'll be taking off on 27. All right.
Memphis INTL information, India. 200 Zulu weather. Wind 240 at 5. Visibility more than 10. Rain. Sky conditions 4,000 few, 18,000 scattered, 30,000 broken. Temperature 30.
Vectors.
Dew point 24. Altimeter 2984. Arriving runway 27. Departing runway 27. Advise on initial contact. You have India.
There's Devac and Calco and all them. They're all in there now. Okay, that seems good there. We're just gonna have to change it up to 27 now. Not a huge deal. I'm really not upset about it at all. All right, let's go ahead and tell them we want to get going here. Let's pre-plan our pushback here. Yeah, we want to go to runway 27, so let's just push right out here into the alleyway. Bam.
Ground to cockpit.
Right there,
plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
All right, we're ready to go.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay, before start check. Battery's good, APU's good, stall warn check. Let's do it now. It's good to go. Emergency exit lights are not armed, are they? No, they're not. They are now. Passenger signs. Doesn't matter. We have cargo on tonight. Window heat. Go ahead and turn those guys on. They're right up here. With those green lights illuminating everything. God, it looks so good. All right. Radio, radar, transponder. Yep, we don't care about it. Let's switch it over to TARA as it's indicating there. Parking brake is set.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
All right, we're gonna be ready for engine start. Beacon comes on. They're connecting down there. Galley power goes off, and it is. Packs are going to be off. And engine bleed valves will be open all the way across the board. We want 30 plus, which we have right there. Okay, we're just going to wait for them to get hooked up, and we'll be out of here, folks. That looks awesome.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, we're going to release the parking brake. Here we go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Now we're clear to start the engines on the way back. We will do that. They are pushing us. Biggest flyer, 10 months in a row, man. Thank you so much for that. Do appreciate it. Let's start engine number 3. If we can get that thing to do it. There it goes. Waiting for that 20%. Here it comes. Right there. Fuel. Thank you for the cheer, brother. Man, that lightning's everywhere. All right, start valve is closed on engine 3. Let's go ahead and start number 2. We have N2. Kaiser Chaff. Thank you for that subscription, man. Welcome to the stream family. Sorry I butchered your last name. I'm sure I did. Welcome, Kaiser.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set. Clear to disconnect tow bar.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
All right, starting number 2. We'll be looking for the hand signals on the left tonight. Engine stabilized. Start valve is closed. Close you. Starting engine 1.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
All right, thank you. We'll see you next time. We'll look for the hand signal on the left. There he is right there. Get out and show us the pin here in a second. Where's 20? I'm sidetracked. Here he is right here. Got it. I see him over there. Got the pin. Fantastic. Just waiting on this to be done. Firing up. We have N2 rotation. EGT is rising. Start valve is closed. All right. Let's get our V speeds here. Got 15 for flaps. V speeds right there. We hit set bugs. Bam, got them. V1 132, VR 132, V2 144, EPR 2.14. Right there, it's gonna be good. Pretty much where we had them. Flaps 15. Put those away. Checklist. After start checklist. Before takeoff. Anti-ice as required. Pitot heat. Those are on. Flight instruments have been set for departure. Flight controls. Free and correct. We can see it right there. We have the rudder. Yep. We're good on flight control. Speed brake is down. Let's go back all the way. Exercise them and close them. There we go. Speed brakes are down. Stab trim is going to be 7.1. 5, 6, 7. Kind of right in that area. It'll be fine. All right. Stab trim's good. Flaps are set for takeoff. 15 green light. Galley power will go on. Electrical, no lights. Why were these boost pumps not on? Yep. Close. There we go. Gen 2. Fuel heat is off. Hydraulics and pressure quantity. P pumps are coming on. Hear the sound. And we have good pressure. APU is going to go to the off position. There it goes. All right. Flight level is going to be 31,000 feet. Put the landing altitude around 500 just for now. We'll get it later on down the road for Atlanta. There we go. Cabin altitude, everybody looks good. And we're gonna put that to flight. Doing my flows here. 1 and 3 open, 2 left and right will be closed. There they go. And packs can come back on. Awesome. Auto pack trip. These are all good. All right, fantastic. AP's off. Cruise altitude selected. We are on flight. Number 2 bleeds are closed. EPR and the airspeed bugs have been set. All right, we're ready to taxi on out of here. Let's get the lights where we want them here. Dome light off. The forward light here, I want to turn that down. There we go. That's pretty good for night time. What do you say? We'll flash the taxi, let them know we're ready to taxi. Little marshaller. Parking brake released. Oh, there it is. Add some power. Taxi light on. And we'll flash them left inboard, say bye-bye. Landing light salute. Let's taxi down to runway 27. I love this airplane. I really do. What you do here is you can turn your inboards on, so it helps you see better. Alexa Soccer, welcome back. Look at this bad boy from outside here. pretty accurate. Pretty darn accurate. Hey, Alex. Thank you for 16 months, man. Alex, when this plane's released, it's going to be a 3-man crew for shared cockpit. Now, I know a 727's probably right up your alley. How great this plane is. Not too shabby. Yeah, that back light there can go bye-bye. There we go. This is the way most 727 cockpits were at night. Very little light, indeed. All right, so what we can do here is we can turn this guy on to aux nav and disengage the autopilot because it automatically does it. Here's aux nav right there. Just so we have that ready to go. So it'll pick up the FMC, heading to 265 for 1 mile. I love how that inboard light lights up the side there of DHL. The F-mod sound is so good. So good. That storm cleared out quick, yeah, but it's going to be going on the other side. We'll actually turn our storm or our weather radar on soon enough. Chris, good to see you, Chris. Megamass 7.2, this airplane will be released in the next couple weeks. So I would say within the next 2 weeks, easily. Maybe even earlier, who knows. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say in the next couple weeks. That's what I was told to say. I know they're trying to get everything complete before they release it. Because one thing that is annoying is not having your flight director work for you. But that's a small little gripe. Unmatched command. No problem, dude. Loving the flight sim stuff. Yeah, flight sim stuff takes a long time of practice. A lot of practice. What's my favorite plane to fly? You're seeing it right here, Trudster. The 727 is for sure. We listen to the engine again? Yeah, sure. I can give you a nice little taxi by shot here. And you hear how amazing this thing sounds. With this airplane. We're way off. Can't see whenever you're in that view. The 727 was definitely not a quiet machine, that is for sure. So worth it. Yeah, I have the XP Realistic Pro on, but the touchdown is a little exaggerated. I'll say that much. Just a little bit. Category, where's it at? It's head movements for touchdown. Here it is right here. Yeah, shaking. The mains, yeah, look at that. A little too much here. It always makes it feel like you just planted the sucker right into the damn runway, and isn't the case at all. All right, let's turn our weather radar on here. We're gonna need it on the way out. Point up a little bit here. Range is set to 20 right now. Let's see if we're painting anything at all. Let's go out a little further here. Tilt it up a little bit more. Not seeing much of anything, actually. Put it on 5, tilt upward. Trying to figure out this red light, where the red light's coming from. Overhead panel. No, it's not you. Dome red, there it is. No, it's not you either. Not sure where that red light's coming from. Red bright, there it is. Control stand. Nope, doesn't seem to matter. That should be it, but it's not. Nope, not that. That's the panel there. Huh. I'm trying to figure out how to turn this damn red light off, but I haven't figured it out. That's the forward flood there. That one's really cool when you click it. It like clicks on like that. The floodlight. That one's really cool. Alright, let's get going. We're gonna mess around with that way too much. Now we're gonna get out of here. Strobe lights, come on. Lane lights. Let's light this puppy up. Let's get going. Yes, that was a FedEx A380 on the right. Don't ask me why. It's part of the scenery. It's not a real airplane, not a real thing. They do not have A380s. I should probably get some flights here with world traffic, shouldn't I? Now, here in Memphis, you're not going to get much out of it, but... And there's not a lot here to do, but let's do it anyway. We'll do Memphis and we'll go to ATL. Just so we have traffic along the route. 310. Departure time is going to be at 22:25. Arrival there will be 23:20, or sorry, 23:25. And it'll be 0025 there. That's what it should be right there. Let's create the flights. It shouldn't take too long to do. See, it's creating it right now. Atlanta, yeah, we know. Okay, got it. Perfect. Determining locations for aircraft, and it's done. That's how easy that was to set up. That wasn't very bad. All right. Let's clear the flight line, make sure there's no planes coming in. Looks clear to me. Let's rock and roll. And we'll look outside. Those strobes. Line up on 27. I would have traffic on here anyway, and I don't see them there, so that's good. Nothing on the radar either. Storms must have passed off to the east. As we line up here on 27, we can go wing light on. Let them stabilize. They're good. And takeoff power. It's set. We have airspeed alive.
$80 knots.
Cross check.
B1, rotate.
Boy, that wind is kicking our ass. Woo-wee. Rock and roll. Positive brake, gear up. Hello, wind. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That wind was whipping there. Oh my God. 640 miles. What are you talking about? What is this thing doing? Oh, it's gonna go to that? No, we want to go direct to Leo. Ooh, oh, fuck. Gotta tell it to do direct, I guess. Hold on, we gotta fly the plane first. In this shit. Cancel you. Oh, it's doing the vectors nonsense again. Direct intercept. Leo up there. Yes, execute it. There it goes. Back to flying the airplane. Start our turn. 103, 42 miles. There we go. Nicolay08, thank you for that subscription, man. Welcome to the stream, family. Appreciate it. Boy, we never a dull moment flying out of Memphis. There's a plane out there. This is some turbulent weather out here, man. All right, not painting any storms though, so we're still looking good there. Wrap around and get on the heading of 103 here. Start cleaning the airplane up. Flaps 5. Flaps 2. There's Memphis. There's a plane right there. Just avoiding him. Surprised he wasn't showing up on this. And flaps up. On track, 42 miles to our destination, or not destination, but to that intersection. There's where we just took off. Yeah, that wind was kicking our ass on the way out. Made it interesting. Never a dull moment. There's 250 right there. We'll pull our power back just a little bit. Maintain 250 knots, below 10,000 feet. Landing gear is up, lights are out, flaps are in, lights are out. Landing gear is the off position, and we'll do after takeoff checklist. Seatbelts are on and securely fastened. Anti-ice is closed. Gears up and off, flaps are up, no lights. Auto pack trip was good to go. Hydraulic pressure is good. Fantastic. After takeoff, checklist complete. Getting some really good climb out of this thing tonight, I'll tell you that. Look at that, almost 3,500 feet per minute on the climb. That's insane. So 250, we can actually go into IS mode here. Let's do it. IS hold. And we're gonna go ahead and engage this guy. Well, he'll do what he needs to do. And we will climb out at 250 knots. We're gonna add 92 on into the climb speed. There's 250 right there, and it will do what it needs to do. Bring it back to 92 right there. It's good. 8,900 feet. Bye-bye, Memphis. Bye-bye. Okay, and that was really loud, so we're gonna turn that down. If you're not awake, you are now, right? Son of a bitch. Up over 10,000 feet, landing lights are gonna come off all the way across the board. And we're intercepting with 32 miles to Leo. 250. We can increase now to 280. And we will do exactly that. Ever so slightly. We'll do it in increments. That way we don't lose too much altitude on our climb. Clear to flight level 310. Let's go ahead and go up to 31,000 feet. And we're gonna do Alt select on that guy. Bam. Arm it. Looks good. Yeah, this red light, still trying to figure out which one has the red light on it. I thought it was one of these, but I guess I was wrong. This control stand. Dome. It's the red dome. Map light. No. It was the map light. Okay, now we know. And now the forward light is a lot brighter. This guy here. There we go. Much more comfortable. Looking good. On our way out of here. Look at that. All right, we're above 10,000 feet. We're out of the sterile cockpit. I can talk with guys. How you doing? How you doing? Love the 7.2 hose dragger. I love it too, man. I really do love it. It is such a fantastic airplane. All right, we go to 280, 50, 60, 70, 280s, right? Yeah, bam. Smack right there. And keep an eye on the climb power. If we see here, it'll tell us on our checklist. Notes, takeoff N1 97. Climb's gonna be 92%, which it's at 91. Let's go 92. Right there. 92 set. Flaps up by 200 knots. Already did it. 10,000 speed to 280, which we just did. And 290 is the next one. We're going through some clouds right now, folks. That's what all the flashing is. And that's with our stuff here. You can see the dirt all over the windows here, can't you? Might need to do a little bit of wing de-ice here too. Make sure we're going to be okay through the clouds. I don't think it'll be too bad, but we might be all right. Yeah, we're already through them. I was thinking that was ice for a second. I think it's just dirt. Yeah, seems to be fine. And we're not losing airspeed or anything like that, so we're not iced up. We're good. Okay, let's bring the weather radar back down. We need to turn the gain up. Maybe that's the problem. It's really hard to get over here to these controls. Look at this. Where the gain is right here. This guy. It's set to auto. We're just going to turn it all the way up now. Tilt it up slightly here. It should be working. There's nothing in front of us though, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, those things are right in the way of that. Look at that. That is craziness. That's really cool, Unmatched Command. Feel free to go watch people to play on that server. I'm glad they have more shootouts. Bring back Concord, that is all. Icing was reported in the Carolinas. Interesting. Have you flown the L-1011? No, I have not. I have not done that. I played a little bit of Infinite Flight when I was... So I used to play that when I was working at the airport a long time ago. Did we click on like dirt or something? Because you can make them really dirty, see? Oh, okay. Clean. Oh, they were set. Okay. That cleaned them, so that'll work. We just cleaned the windows. It's like, we just picked up a bunch of crap on the windshield there. I was wondering what the hell was going on. 290 is our next big thing to do. Try the fluorescent lights yet? Oh, you better believe it. Right here. So nice. I always forget to turn that on. That's the light I was looking for earlier. I had to turn all the other ones on. But that's what you do whenever you pull into the stand. Let me turn the stereo sound down here. Jesus. That is so damn loud. I mean, it's a loud airplane, so that's to be expected. How come those lane lights were not off? Oh, because I turned them back on when I was up there fumbling. That's what happens when you can't see anything at night. And wing light off. There we go. That's what we were looking for there. See those logo lights all lit up back there? That's so cool. Really, really cool. Oh, we got some lightning in the area. Oh, man. Is anything showing up on this damn radar? If we die, I'm going to blame you, Jack. I'm trying to get this weather radar to do something. I'm gonna go down to the ground here so we can paint it first. Let's paint it out. There we go. There we go. So it is working. We just don't have anything in front of us. Look at that lighting. I mean, this is just unbelievably good. Unbelievably good. A few outside. Some clouds out there. The storms are off to our left, I think. Either left or the right. Either way, they're behind us and they're not even flashing anymore, so we're away from the lightning. Wipers there. Passenger PA, all that right there. So cool. I should go to the first officer and look up here. Pretty neat. Hey, Tim's here. Hello, Captain Tim. Too bad the indicator lights don't have the twist to dim function with the internal shutters. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Twist the dims. For those of you that don't know, Captain Tim here in the chat, he flew the 727 for a very long time. The man knows the airplane inside and out. If you have any questions for him. Mikado, this is like one of the any of the like the tri holders like this, they had 3 people. You had a flight engineer and you had other people. Oh, nice. You dug up your old manuals. That's awesome. Airport out there. That's cool. Is the engine... I don't think it did. I don't think we did close that. We were supposed to guard that. We didn't. Good catch. You got it. A little bit of lightning nearby. Let's go back outside and look around. You can see where that lightning's coming from. Make sure my video goes live on YouTube. All day thing waiting for this thing to go live. Ah, got it. It's finally live. Yay. Alrighty, everybody. Yep, Tim flew all 3 seats. That's a whole lot of flying. Yeah, best believe it. Oh, we didn't do the 290 thing to Mach 0.72 because we were jibber jabbering and we're almost 310 anyway, so as we go to Mach hold. $100 to go. $32 nautical miles to Devac. And we have leveled off, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Tim, while I have you here, I'm trying to figure out a good N2 to have it set for cruise. What'd you guys usually do for speed on cruise once you're up about 31,000 feet? I know it depends on the load and all that stuff, but just a well-rounded number so I don't have to look at the chart. I was wondering what you guys cruised at. No more clouds after this. It's gonna be straight to the Black Sea of nothing. Cruised Mach 0.72 to Mach 0.76. Alrighty, sweet. We're at right now 0.712, or is it 1? Yeah, 1, 2. We're at 0.72 right now. A little bit more power in there. So 6 is probably right about here. More power there. Back to the outside view here. Not a lot to see in the sea of black. I'll try to get you a little bit of something to look at before we cross over the clouds. There we go. We'll turn it way down. That way you guys can see something. There's some city lights down below us there. I remember the cargo 727 pilots told me they would run it up to the clacker, to the overspeed, and then just back off. I had a friend who was in the 82nd Airborne. He became a captain for flying Tiger's air cargo. I asked him, did he have to prove himself? A plane can land safely without him having to get out mid-flight to lighten the landing low rate. There you go, guys. Right there. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Different type of scheduled flying with cargo. Time is money. See you, Alexa Soccer. Have a good night. And it's pretty much the end of the cloud base there. And look at this. Straight out into the black. It's interesting where those logo lights are located. On one of the 7.2s that we had, DHL actually, the logo light was actually on the little end of the wingtip right there. They had them because I was helping that that mechanic out that one night, and I was like, "Hey, this thing has a logo light." He's like, "Oh, let's turn it on." It's pretty proud of that damn logo light. I think he even changed the bulb on it to make it work, if memory serves correct. 63 nautical miles, heading 106 to Calco. And we go to RMG, Romeo Mike Golf, for 46. Erlin will be 7 nautical miles and 12 to Dallas. And Kay's right there, 6,000 feet there. Okay, so there's not really a whole lot to go off of here for our descent. So what I plan on doing, probably start our descent, honestly, to be on the safe side, probably after RMG. Not really sure, but we're gonna do the best we can. Julian226, very cool, man. Appreciate the support, dude. When I flew a 747 freighter with the airline, it was much more serious to delay a flight than the passenger side. Yeah. That stuff's got to go, especially with Amazon now. I've heard that Amazon's been operating some 767s. I'm pretty sure that who's operating those? Is it not Southern Air? Southern Air's just Sun 3s. It might be ATI. Is ATI still doing anything around? I have no clue. Oh, Tim, wait till you see my my landing in the 7-2 coming into Austin today on YouTube. It's a little bit of a plunker, but to be fair, it wasn't that bad. It was just it was a terrible approach. I kept getting low on the glide slope. But the issue is I'm fighting a pitch, almost like a pitch. It's got a pitching issue, and it's because X-Plane just updated that whole pitch thing. I don't know if you saw how at Expo how they explained how they moved the way the center of gravity, all this other stuff that they were adding to it. Well, when they did that, it kind of broke this airplane, and Jack's been working on it. That's the reason why it's been kind of delayed. So it has a real pitching issue on final. We just got lucky with it last night. Did you just upload? Yeah, it's been uploading pretty much all day. It was like it took 2 hours to make the flight, and then it took about an hour and a half, probably about an hour, to edit it down, and then uploading took about an hour and a half, and then it was stuck in processing for about a half an hour. So when I make an X-Plane video, it's usually an all-day experience. Oh, nice. He talked to Austin about that on his speech. Very cool. Yeah, so when that happened, Jack was pretty much screwed and was like, oh, well, I have to change that. Especially with the 727 that has swept wings like that. So it's got some pitch issues on this beta version. Pull back a little bit more. We're doing the go fast method. We're at 0.8 pretty much right now. Shots Fired Gaming. Always been trying to catch one of your streams. I love all your dedication and hard work on your content. Respect you. Love you. Well, thanks, man. Love you too. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Crazy to believe it's going to be Friday tomorrow. This week went whizzing by. Yeah, more clouds drawing in the front. We can actually see something. Oh man, look at the sea of cell phone towers down there. You can barely see it, but it's there. Hundrell, tomorrow's payday for you. Very cool, man. Apex Air, Transport International, Atlas Air. Oh, Atlas Air. I think they got a little bit of contract with that too. They might be hauling some of Amazon stuff. But I know Amazon's been wanting to take control of their own. I don't know if they're going to, though. Be interesting to see. Did you glance at the Delta Propel program, Jeff, for pilot hiring? Thought of you when it was announced. I did look at it, but as of right now, I don't see myself going down that road right now to do aviation. You know, if something ever happened to YouTube or Twitch or doing any sort of entertaining, you know, I would have to make a switch in careers, and I'd probably go back to that career choice that I originally started with, doing airline stuff or doing flying. But as it stands right now, this is it's been a very, very, very unbelievable experience, and I'm extremely humbled about it. That's for sure. So if something ever happens, so, you know. Do you miss St. Louis? I miss my family and friends from there, but that is it. The city itself, nah. Nope. Atlanta 20035 Zulu observation, winds 100 at 4 knots, 10 statute miles, visibility, few clouds, 800 broken, 1,500 broken, 4,000 broken, 20,000. Damn, see that? 5 times fast. Temperature 24, dew point 22, altitude 3002, mark 802, automated 2, weather observation, blah, 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 all the other crap. My Stick Knight, thank you for that subscription and welcome to the stream, family, man. You think Tesla will come up with an airplane in the future? They might. I don't think it'll be it won't be necessarily electric powered. Who knows what the future holds for aviation? There's a lot. Remember the 737 flight that sort of failed? No. Would you take a road trip on your bike back to St. Louis? No. You only get 100 miles per tank. So it's like a 2.7 liter or 2.4 or 2.7 gallons, I think is what the tank is. So you're not going to get too much out of it. But I just had to put gas in it today. We went for a ride before the stream, actually, but this evening it was very pleasant. 88 degrees, but I still wore my leather jacket. Hey, Lamb, thank you for the cheer. Can you butter the bread on landing when you land, Sauce Boss? It's the Air Force Proud 95 line there. We always try, but if it causes us to float down the runway too much, then screw it. You just land. Love Atlanta, not the traffic. There you go. We are 39 miles out to RMG. 28 to there. I think we're almost ready for starting our descent, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Pull our power. And let's crack it open. Vertical speed, descend. And we'll bring this guy down. Set a maintain. We'll do 10,000 initially. Arm that guy. There we go. Starting our way down. Alexander, if you want to get me the ILS for Niner left approach into Atlanta, that'd be awesome. We already know what our approach fixes are going to be. 2,700 to Hardy. So it looks like we're going to be at 276 at AKY. 276. That's weird. That's directly behind us. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we'll cross Atlanta. We're not going to go to AK. That doesn't make any sense. We'll go to RB. After Atlanta. So 138 and then what? Not RB. Yeah, to Hardy. Go to Hardy. Direct to Hardy. You don't know RB. 2,700. Man, this is going to be interesting. We're going to have to really just descend ourselves the whole way because there's no help with this arrival. I mean, that's all right, but... LS is 110.5, course is 095, elevation's 1026. Thank you very much, 1026. That'll work right there. ILS 110.5. That's good, 110.5. The same over here. And that is selected 095 for our course. We'll get that later on, as we can't change it right now as it stands. Feet per every 3 miles of descent calc. Yep. We're pretty much going to wing this arrival though. And there, it's okay. That in the middle there, we're painting the ground. We're basically just going to descend down to 2,700 on our own. Ryan at 7K. Okay, what if we can add these things in there? I don't have Ryan in there anymore. What happened to that? Well, AK was trying to take us out west, so that was all screwed up. RB was at 5,000. Hardy at 4,000. All right. Vinny at 2,700. Okay, so 4,000 at Hardy. Put that in there. I don't know what we should cross Atlanta VOR at, but I know it said something about that on that page. That's all right though. We'll get down. Oh, that's really cool, William. Go fly that 172, man. It's a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to fly. So there you go. Even Captain Tim says, favorite plane with the airline was the 727. No debate on that. Exactly. It is one hell of a plane. There's a reason why so many pilots love it. Well, Erlin's at 14K. Okay, good to know. 14,000. Because it doesn't tell us anything, you know? All right, so we'll descend and maintain 14,000 feet. That'll help us out tremendously, actually. Which is 8 nautical miles. We're not going to make that. We need to descend a lot higher than that. Yeah. Definitely going to be high on this approach, but we got to keep on at it though. Even if we have to throw out the speed brakes. I think I was jabbering too long. I should have started my descent a little earlier. That's okay. We're trying. Hopefully Erlen's 14,000 at or above. 4,000 to Hardy. Oh, Dallas is a whole nother deal. Across Erlen, we were 4,000 feet high on that. Let's keep trying here. Doing 280, we're fine on that. All right, altimeter. What was that weather report? Let me go back and look. It was right there. Atlanta altimeter was 3002. 3002. There we go. So to maintain 4,000 to Hardy. Let's see if we can do this. I think we can do it. Actually, you know what we need to do is go down to 10,000. 10,000, and from 10,000, what we can do from there is slow the airplane up to 250. Tim, did you guys use the speed brakes whenever you were flying a 727? I love the line from Captain to ATC. Speed brakes are for my mistakes, not yours. Should say ATL VR frequency and number 2 for reference. Yeah, we're not worried about flying it like to the absolute T, at all. All right, I don't see any threatening weather in here, so we're gonna, let's keep it as it is. Okay, descent checklist. Seatbelts are good. Anti-ice is closed. Landing lights will come on at 10,000. Altimeters have been set. Radio altimeter. This guy. I'll put him at 200 feet. Why not? There's the alt right there. Radio altimeter set. Flight instruments set. Hydraulic pressure and quantity is normal and good. All right, pressure and cooling doors. My question for you, Tim, is on the cooling doors, what did you guys do? Is that the airport right in front of us? Yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, it's looking like it is. So we're going to have to do this manually. This is the weird part about not having an actual thing. All right, airplane. Slow down. What are you doing? guy up over to VOR nav. There we go. Slowing this guy up. I'm just gonna have to manually fly it. We're not picking up the thing yet. What are you doing to me? Slow down, you pig. Be helpful if we got an ILS to tune in. It doesn't look like we're getting that. There it went. Sweet. We're actually kind of on it right now. Slow down, you jackass. I don't know if that glide slope's correct, but gotta hit that course to 09. Was it 097? I don't even remember. Shit. I'm trying to slow this thing down. I think 095. I'm just gonna go with that for now. Yeah, we know. Slowing this guy down. Fly on the instruments now, aren't we? I think we'll be way too high for this approach. Boy, this got screwed, and the clouds just pulled in right around us. Never even made it to Hardy intersection. Slow this sucker up. It says we're 13 miles to Atlanta VOR. Boy, this is sketchy. I'll tell you that right now. I'm gonna do the best I can here with hand flying, but not looking good. There's the clouds there. Oh, there's the fucking ILS. I was not paying attention, looking at chat. We're gonna be way off. We're gonna be way too high when we break through these clouds. You watch. You watch. Try not to chase this needle too much. And we'll turn right onto it. Yeah, way too high. As I suspected. We got really screwed on that approach. I don't know why there wasn't enough references on the FMS. It's all right. We'll just do a nice little 360-degree turn. And get resequenced. Well, that really sucks. Oh, and now we're in the clouds. Explain, what are you doing with your weather, man? Doing some weird stuff. I'll tell you that right now. They throw everything they can at us here. You watch. And descend and maintain 2,700 now. And then we'll turn back around and try to intercept the ILS again. That's all we can really do. There we go. Got out of the clouds. We have no passengers on our plane. We have cargo. So we don't care about that at all. Yeah. Let's get resequenced. Come back around, we'll pick up the glide slope again, hopefully. I'm a creeper. I just missed you on the South Cargo ramp in Atlanta. Man, this weather went to shit down here, didn't it? It sure did. Let's try to get resequenced here at a much better altitude. See if we can grab the localizer again and the glide slope. We got the localizer there.
Sync rate.
Yeah, I know, sync rate.
Sync rate.
Jesus. Set it to 2,100, but let's try this again. Could never be an easy flight for us on stream. I have the worst luck with flying on streams, man. Flaps 15. Let's try this again, folks. All right, I'll be happy with 2,700. I wanted 2,500. Here we go. Back into the invisible clouds that don't even exist. That's the thing that it's been doing. Has been driving me crazy. 180 on the speed watching this. We should just maintain this altitude and we'll follow the glide slope in case we lose it again, which we're about to. All right, these strobe lights are about to be turned off here shortly. Power again. Getting a little bit more power here. Grab the ILS. All right, landing checklist. No smoking signs are on. We don't care about it. Spoilers. We can arm those suckers, and we will here in a second. There they are. They are armed. Auto brakes. No auto brakes. Gear. We'll get that on the glide slope here. We can pick up the glide slope. It just seems to have disappeared for a while on our table here. No bother. There's the rain. All right, gear down. Flaps 20. Start slowing this pig down. Wonder what those winds were again. We'll find out. We will find out. Flaps 25. Uh, 131 plus 5, 136. Flaps 30. Got it. Flaps 30. Yeah, the pitching issues at these speeds, they are an issue, but they will be gone whenever you get the airplane. You won't have to deal with what I'm dealing with. Keep that in mind. Winds are pretty much calm. All right, sweet. Looks like there's a little bit of a tailwind or a crosswind off to our right, but not by much. Yeah, we should have started our descent way earlier. Sometimes that's tough to do to you know, be talking to chat and everybody, and at night especially, you don't have any ground references where you're like, oh hey, we're almost there. We should probably start doing something.
400.
I'm sorry having you guys yell at me for that, so I don't have to worry about it. Screwing it up all the time.
300. Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reverses are open. Nose wheel down. Clear them out. All right. Well, other than the approach, that wasn't too bad. Landing was all right. It was not good. I mean, the touchdown, I don't care about the touchdown. It's the approach that counts. Added a little bit too much power there at the end, and we paid for it in ballooning. But regardless, we did make it to our destination. Welcome to Atlanta, everybody. Can't see a damn thing on here. I'm gonna make a left or right here. Yeah, go. We should have landed on the other runways because this one, fly Delta Jets. There it is. Because this one, our ramp is on the other side of the damn airport. So yeah, that's the thing. Can't tell if the taxi light's on or not. No, it's not. There we go. It is now. That's okay. We'll just taxi over that way. No harm, no foul. Well, I'm just waiting for the final version of the airplane, because the whole pitching thing is going to be changed, and that's going to make a huge difference how the airplane handles on final. I can't explain it. It's a very, very weird feeling. It's exactly what Jack has explained to me is the issue, is exactly what you feel in the yoke. Not this one, but the next one. There's some airplanes out there. Landing, you can see them out there. Yeah, the landing and the landing lights and everything in X-Plane, it's fantastic how they fade in and out like that. Very realistic. This scenery needs, I need a big redo of this scenery here. It's almost like there's two airports on top of each other. A lot of times our planes will land on the north runways and then taxi all the way down to South Cargo. Oh, damn. Well, there you have it. Oh, to South Cargo. We're going to north. Way over there. I'm actually not sure where DHL parks here at Atlanta. To get our APU up and running, we'll simulate a hold short for the runway for landing traffic, which there is some traffic out there, but they're landing on the south runways. There's one out there somewhere. I don't know what he's doing. We'll do that to help us. Okay, after landing checklist, window heat will come off. We'll get that in a second here. Let's go ahead and do it now, actually. We'll hold short right here. I love the sounds of the brakes. We'll set the parking brake right there, and we'll turn these guys off. And we'll start the APU. They park on North Cargo, not Northwest. Okay. That's 4,000. There we go. Release that. All right, window heat. That is up there. Let's now go to the off position. What's this thing doing? There we go. Anti-ice is off. Pitot heat. That's the next one to go off. What happened to our lights? For all that stuff. There they are. Those are off. Flaps are gotta come up now. Radar transponder can come off. Speed brakes fully forward. What are they? I'd like to say they are, but they aren't. There they are. Galley power off. Flight ground switch ground. Flight ground. Yeah, we already got that. APU start, and let's put it on bus. Central power APU. And after landing checklist complete, clear across. Somebody landing over there. Not a factor for us. Nobody's landing on these runways. So Northwest Cargo, we're going over there on the left. Up that way, I think. Where those yellow lights are. I'm not sure where Northwest Cargo is. Is it over there or is it straight ahead of us? I don't know. I think we're going over here. Gonna be on my left. So it's over there. Okay. We'll park over there. Oh, there's some stairs and stuff there for us. That's where we'll park. Where the van and all that is. That seems pretty accurate, actually. Need our bleeds on the APU. Oh, this taxi isn't too bad. There we go. Those are open now. Trying to figure out this taxi plan here. Goes over that way into the ramp. Into the ramp. And come all the way down here to go in there too. We'll probably do that better. Yeah, we'll go all the way down. I was in the 727-100 in the Northwest Orient paint. I believe I did actually. Yes. So many times I've seen pilots come in like that and then they'd be like, I don't know where the hell I'm going. And then once they see you, they're like, whoosh. Crank those engines up and get rolling. Yeah, the weather here in Atlanta's been pretty spotty. Hager6654, does Nicole have a channel on Twitch? Yes, she does. She streams every day. It's Cosmo Balls, all one word. There you go. Aviator Alexander already took care of you there. How about that? And we'll do our classic ramp style parking too, where we are on the ramp and we bring it in ourselves. We'll marshal it in ourselves. Taxi light off. Let's find ourselves a spot to park here, folks. We're gonna park down here. That's what we're gonna do. So those of you that are rampers, here you go. The authentic experience of parking a 727. I'm going to park away from that crap, that's for sure. Oh, there's a damn thing in the way there. Have to park it over here then. Now this is something I've actually seen him have to do before. This is pretty good. Turn radius. Parking brake set. Kill them all. Listen to the shutdown. I'm gonna try to power back on this one. Not yet. Let's go ahead and go dome on. And that's good there. Beacon light can come off. Dome light comes on. And all right. Shutdown checklist. Seatbelts are off. Beacon is off. Exterior lights is required. Start levers are cut off. Parking brake is set. Electrical APU ground power APU is set. Hydraulic pump B pumps are going to come off. There they go. Air conditioning panel 4 bleeds are indeed open all across the board. Packs are set. Shutdown checklist complete. We made it to Atlanta in one piece, believe it or not. Let's watch our replay of our landing and see how it went. Well, we know how it went, but we'll see how it went again. Actually, one thing I do want to see is when we bring it back in for that, when we're taxiing in, I want to see if the inside lights are actually modeled or not. When we flicked on like that interior light, I want to see if that comes on. You know what I mean? It looks like it remembers all the lights and everything on the replay. Let us watch this landing together. You stuck it right there. All right, let's go back to here. Actually, no, let's do my favorite one. Where you fly right over the top. That's a fun one. Out here. You're out in the parking lot just watching a plane come in. That's such a cool one. All right, let's go ahead and get, I want to see if that's modeled or not. I don't think it will be though. It looks like the cockpit lights just stay on the whole time. So that's a no. I think we might have crashed sim if we moved that too much. Yep, and we crashed sim. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. That was a lot of fun. We got to see the replay at least. Sometimes it's asking a lot of the sim when you move it around that much. But that was fun. Thank you, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Let's find somebody to raid. Don't you want somebody to raid? Hey, we'll send you guys over to Jake. He's active Coast Guard over there on OCRP. Say hello to Jake. Show him some love. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.